Australia Zoo works towards tiger conservation with great passion. It's one of our pillars.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Boy.
That's the one, buddy.
Your favourite toy.
All over it, aren't you, mate?
Hunter.
You gonna go in for it, though?
Sumatran tigers are one of the most important species on the planet because there's literally hundreds left in the wild. Good boy, Reggie. We've been very successful with our breeding program. We have a total of 13 tigers, and Hunter's one of the most special and unique.
Good boy, Hunter. Come down here, buddy. What's this? What's up, buddy? Hunter, being a Sumatran tiger, is actually one of the smaller subspecies. He's 280 pounds, so still a very, very big cat. He's one of the first tigers to actually be born here. He holds a place in all of our hearts. Loves being with the handlers. Oh, yeah. Loves playing with toys. He charges around the exhibit and jumps in the pool. It must feel really awesome with his claws, eh?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of personality, but also Hunter actually is totally blind. Can't see anything at all. He can't see movement. He can't see shadows, light or dark, so totally blind.
Hunter became blind out of the blue, and it's just a rare condition that caused him to start losing his sight.
Have a go, Hunter. Yeah, you got it. Got to be there somewhere. That side. You're not too sure what it is, are you, mate?
We even got an eye specialist from South America to try to see if we could save his eyes, but this was a degenerative disease that eventually took his sight.
Unfortunately, the damage was too great, so his eyes now are ocular prosthetics. Thought there was going to be some stakes in here. Good boy, Hunter.
Sweetheart.
In the wild, he would have died very young because he wouldn't have had medical treatment and he wouldn't have had any ability to survive and function in the wild.
Oh, we found it. Like a shark, isn't he?
Get it, buddy.
He's one of our favourite tigers, so the last thing we want to see is anything bad happen to him.
G'day.
We definitely have to make sure that his health is a priority. We keep a very, very close eye on his eyes, the way they look. And if we need to, we can have our veterinary staff and the specialist come and have a close look at him, which we try to do at least every year.
So Hunter's important to us because we love him. He's important because he's an endangered species. And he's important because he's raising awareness. Although we've been successful with tiger mating in the past and have had beautiful cubs, it's been 3 years since we've had a tiger pregnancy, and so it's getting a bit frustrating, and we're all anxious because breeding them in captivity is incredibly important. So today, Bindi and I are gonna catch up with Jeff and one of his beautiful tigers.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
It's so good to
Reggie.
see you.
So, guys, glad you could come along and meet Reggie here. So, Reggie is the youngest tiger we currently have, the last one born here.
Yes, I remember him way smaller.
I do too. I remember he laid on my chest.
Yeah, that's right.
That wouldn't work anymore, I don't think.
So who's his mother?
So his mother's actually Maneki, one of the females here. Now, interestingly enough, we've got some pretty good news because I think Maneki's sister Caitlin might be pregnant.
You're kidding.
Which is, yeah, it's awesome.
Hello.
We've been monitoring Caitlin very, very closely. We actually have bred with her a few weeks ago now, so we can see that she's looking like she's starting to change a little bit. We can see her belly's looking a little bit swollen, her behaviour is changing a little bit as well, and she's spent a bit more time in her den area. So that gives us a bit of an indication that, that she could possibly be pregnant. So at this stage, it's still early days, but the idea for us now would be to do some fecal samples. We get that tested, and then that'll confirm whether she is pregnant or not.
Finding out whether or not a tiger is pregnant is an interesting process. So we want to check the progesterone levels. And in order to do that without laying a hand on the tiger, you've got to collect the tiger's poo. Then the lab can tell you if you need to pass out cigars or not. More importantly, who's going to examine the poo?
Yeah.
Goodness, that is a good question. Should we paper, scissors, rock for it?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, ready? And
Go.
paper, scissors, rock. Your paper.
I won.
You
So,
won.
baby, you get to do the poo checking.
I get to do the poo checking, but it leaves me wondering if I actually won. Such an exciting day. I'm gonna catch up with Jeff to find out whether or not Caitlin is pregnant. We've had more than 3 years of going through this anticipation with testing only to have it be negative. So I'm a little guarded, but I'm still excited every time, and we'll see if today's gonna be good news. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how are you?
So what's the word?
From the information we've received from the vets, we can confirm that Caitlin is pregnant. Yes! So it's very exciting for us.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so it's the next generation. We expect it to be due in about a month's time. So
Excellent.
4 weeks to prepare.
Such good news. We have a pregnant tiger, and I'm so excited. I'm just absolutely over the moon. It's incredible.
It's going to be great. So,
I'm
yeah,
so
for sure.
happy. Congratulations.
Hello.
With Hunter, we want to make sure that his eyes are physically healthy and happy and comfortable. Even though he can't see, he still needs to be comfortable.
Pop him up here.
Do you want him to go forward a bit or happy?
Yeah, maybe just forward a little bit. Yep.
So he's a bit more.
Okay, so we'll just get him re-stabilised now that we've got him into the surgery. We just need to make sure that his anaesthetic depth is good. We're getting his IV line hooked back up again. We'll start doing a temperature and a heart rate, and then we'll be able to do his exam.
It's nice that we don't have to do this very often. For the most part, simple vet checks can be done hands-on without sedating him. But for something as intricate as checking his prosthetic eyes, it's important to have him completely sedated.
Pauline's our specialist veterinary ophthalmologist who comes and does lots of work with us. So does lots of species, and today she's looking at the tiger. We will need to turn the lights out for the procedure, won't we? So we'll go ahead and do that now. Pauline's just doing what's called a Schirmer tear test, so it's measuring tear production, just making sure that he's got adequate lubrication naturally in his eyes.
So his production's always been a bit low,
Yeah.
so he will need to keep on
The lubricating drops, yeah.
Yes.
So Pauline's just using a magnifying glass to have a really close look at the eye and see how the prostheses are seated, and just make sure that they're looking like they're not causing any irritation or discomfort.
Looks intact and,
Yep.
and happy.
Great.
So we might try and have a look at the other side. That's good. Okay.
So that eye looks good as
That,
well?
that eye's fine, as
Yep.
good as it was last year.
Okay,
last
fantastic.
time.
I think if there's been no deterioration and he's maintaining well, we'd probably just keep going as is. And if
The outcome for his eyes was positive. Very happy to hear that there's been no major changes. What we're doing, the veterinary staff and specialists want us just to continue. And as far as they can see, he's a really healthy individual.
Well, we'll keep a really close eye on those, and we'll see you again in 12 months.
Okay, good on you. Thank
Great,
you.
thank you. So
I did like that. We'll keep a close eye on it.
all right, so his elbows. At Charlie's last check, the tumours had increased in size, and we were quite concerned because to remove them surgically is a big deal. The masses on his right elbow, so he had 4.
Yep.
So he had that plaque-like thickening, but then he had 3 other masses, so which we took photos of. We decided to trial some oral immune suppressant treatment. The treatment hadn't been used in tigers before for mast cell tumours, but we sometimes just have to try treatments, knowing that's probably likely to be safe. So there was one on the side here,
Yep.
around about there. That's completely gone. Remember that
awesome,
was
isn't it?
around,
Yeah.
so that was...
I think it is in that photo.
Yeah. So that was just over
Yeah.
half an inch. And then he had a really thick plaque.
Yep.
And that's, you know, there's
All
a
but gone as
tiny
well,
bit
isn't
of
it?
thickening there, but it's just about gone. He's got a few superficial excoriations.
grooming it and stuff, maybe, yeah.
I think that's over grooming rather than anything to
Yeah.
do with the lumps that were there.
Okay.
Okay, great. He had another one here as well.
Yeah. This is good you got photos.
Yeah. There were 2 on the back of his elbow, actually. So there was that one there and then 2 big masses here and 1.5 inch half an inch, and then the second one was an inch almost, and quite protruding. So they've completely gone too.
It's amazing.
So yes, absolutely amazing.
Shockingly, the tumors had essentially disappeared. It was unbelievable.
So yeah, they're all completely gone, which is just absolutely amazing. So the tumours have completely disappeared. There's a very slight thickening of the skin over the elbow where the normal callus formation would be, but there are no masses at all in the subcutaneous tissue at all. At this point, it looks like they've gone into complete remission with the treatment, which, yeah, best news. Just great for him.
Yeah, obviously you're surprised as well, which is a surprise to me, so it's good.
I was expecting to see some response, but not such a cure. Like it's just
really good.
Yeah, fantastic.
This is really exciting news because it was so very unexpected.
Yeah.
So now we can reduce the strength of the medication and start weaning the tiger off that. But it looks like we have a positive treatment method, and we can make sure Charlie lives healthy and happy for hopefully years to come. It's really great.